all the mating connectors. So if it does not have a mating connector, you have to get back to Taiwan. So with the mating connector, we'll know that they have used the correct connector on the harness.
It is a TS requirement before you set up software to perform testing, especially production, that you need to have good and bad sample to prove that the software or equipment are still current and good.
So that is done on a weekly basis.
We have verification.
We have a verification using a bad and good harness, and then we set up the tester to detect. And we know a bad harness has how many open circuit, a good harness will have all continuous.
So at Yude, this is one of the, when Subaru came and audited, then this is one thing that they highlighted as well, risk assessment performance. Then as the corrective action, what Yude did was they have a good and bad socket, and then before they start testing socket, then they use that good and bad sample first to prove that the equipment is effective, in able to detect the bad one, and the software as well. So then after that, then they will start testing.
So what we have is we have the machine goes through a self-test every time it starts up. Once a week we put in a link harness that actually tests that it can detect every circuit.
We put on the harness what is the expected open circuit, what's the expected continuous.
That's good.
Yeah, and then they will record.
We had the record, and we had one incident. Remember when I
We had one
you?
incident actually. We that practice actually found that the tester was able to.
It's open.
We detected the tester saw something wrong, and then we fixed the tester.
Yeah, because the pin was come out.
Yeah,
Because of the
sometimes
pin,
it
yeah,
pins back out.
Yeah, the
Test
pin back
doesn't
out.
work.
Yeah, and then it was not testing 100%.
Now, next part would be gone through this. Was the part verified by engineering? So in this case, yes. So is there any instance that you need the engineering to verify the part?
Yeah.
So if there is, please mark here, and then ask the engineer to sign here.
Okay. So this one comes in saying it's wrong. So we haven't even filled this yes or no.
So I don't know why
So,
they put no on your column, so they should give it blank.
So put yes, no on both columns.
Okay. Alright. So maybe we take note of this and we update the form.
Yeah, but hold on.
So maybe you can put here in bracket and engineer to sign this part. And make and indicate the judgment as well, the comment whether it's pass or fail or what it is. Reason being is sometimes when they receive the samples from Yude, they put as partially approved, and then partially approved means the problem will be corrected at the next batch, which is the launch batch basically. So when the launch batch comes, the problem that they detected was not communicated to QC. So QC would have missed that.
Yeah. Sometimes the sample batch and the parts are made at the same time,
That's normally the case.
and I'll reject the sample batch, but the next batch we get in are the same as the sample batch.
So maybe take note as well, that is the loophole, so we can see how we can close that. Now the next part is the Lumen QC sign off. So this part you do pass, saying maybe we have to change this pass or fail. This column should be, this is ours, is it? Okay, alright, pass. Batch label stamp.
Now we don't stamp anymore.
So we don't stamp anymore, so maybe we change this bit. Stock requires rework yes or no, breakpoint details. If it is not applicable, then you can put a dash. Just put a dash. So don't leave it blank. And okay. So, is there anything that you can see here that we can improve on?
There's no signature
Date.
You don't need a signature date because this is approval for non-conforming stock. Use if it's non-conforming stock, let's say the QC go and ask the engineer, oh, this one is no good. The engineer say, oh, you can go ahead and use, no need to rework. Then the QC will ask the engineer to sign over.
Okay, this is for other people.
Yeah.
So this is the drawing. So going back just now, the format. Maybe we can tidy up that format a little bit, make it more formal. If let's say engineers needs to sign, then there's a portion where engineers
This is
sign.
the section approval to use NC stock.
No, I'm not talking about this part. Sometimes the stock arrives, then he will call the engineers up because there's no tester, there's no master samples, so there's no formal place for the engineers.
What about
the one before?
Yeah.
You mean here?
Yeah.
Yes, you can. So you can make it a little bit more.
Yeah. You can put it there, yes, and then the engineer's name.
No signature, you can for engineer coming to the white long house.
Most of the time.
Just right.
Yeah, we just say, we set the quantity, say, no master sample. If waiting the engineer come, maybe half hour, 1 hour. You understand? Why we take it, the drawing go swan to just say furniture. And call
No,
people,
engineer check.
yeah, engineer call engineer come.
Yeah.
No people become phone, no people come.
Yeah, but
You waiting another 2 hours, 3
After
hours.
sending into quarantine,
Yeah, we send
we
the
call,
quantity
we
first.
call them to come and check. Afterwards, we have to take the signature. That's what I've been saying.
No, I think you don't have to take the signature. Just write the name down and
Just red name.
it's
Yeah.
So,
When they come and check the parts,
and then write the name.
yeah, get them to sign on the document.
So basically, like some of them, they'll come and approve. Like I had
Yeah.
one yesterday here,
Yeah.
and then he didn't sign that, he signed the
Yeah.
the drawing because yeah,
so that it's actually
saying that
He
yeah,
said
signed and
from
dated.
the-
Yes, I have looked at it. I
Yeah.
agree. Yeah.
Yes.
So this is the drawing from Yude. Now, I'm not able to enlarge this, but if you read this carefully, note number 7, it says something very unusual. So it says something like you need to measure and ensure that you measure 3500 to 4600. I can't find 3500 on this one. I can't find 350 on this one. So Yude is putting 350 here, 3600 here. So I don't know whether it's measured from where to where. I'm not able to see that. Okay. So now, if my suggestion is, if let's say this is revision A and this is the same consistent revision, as consistent drawing as what you see in the system, you don't have to reprint another copy if you don't want to, and you can write your bit here in red. So what is your actual measurements? Then we can actually compare theirs and ours.
yeah.
Sometimes
Some
it's
because we
really,
can blow it up. That's the other.
Sometimes it's not very clear the drawing.
yeah, this one not
Oh,
clear.
The
And
scanning is not clear, is it?
sometimes
Yeah,
we
you
really
see the
update
thing out, it's
drawing.
not very clear.
We really update drawing, just we
Even
print
visual guide is not-
extract, we really update, but the table no update drawing.
That's
That's why
that's
we
fine.
print a new drawing.
Understand that. What I'm
Yeah.
saying is if the revision is the same.
But sometimes we print the extra draft, is drawing really update.
Yeah, I know. What
Yeah,
Alex
but
is
it
saying,
still have
if
this-
it's the same,
maybe
if it's
really
the
same
same,
revision.
what Alex is saying,
Not
is
print
saying
another
don't need
page.
to print another page.
But this drawing too can't see sometimes.
So we will probably have to ask you to make the scanning a little bit better. The purpose is if it's the same drawing, we can actually compare the results. Our results and their
If they
results.
scan, put the
That's
file
good.
even bigger. Then make it
The
less.
files are pretty big at the moment.
Yeah, at the moment they are sending like every ship container, they are sending about 20, 30, 15 to 20 emails per container. So I have to, it'll fill up my mailbox too very fast.
Yeah.
Every time.
So if we compare our checking and their checking, if there is something that they have missed, then we can go back to them. That is also to promote consistency
Yes.
of checking among here and there. And the lady has been with her for many years, but if she is not there, if they get another person to check it, then the consistency may not be there.
In terms of wire length, I think Yoda is very good. The cutting and all that, we don't have much problem on the wire length. Except sometimes we have problem is the location of the clips and so on. But in terms of wire length, we hardly find any issues.
Now, just go back to that again. Note number 7 here. Just go back and check again. So note number 7. So I can't find the measurement on this one. So I don't know how they check this. Now the next bit is on the visual guide. So on the visual guide, there is no marking that has been. So there is a small tick here. And other than that, a small tick here. I can't see whether it's from Yoda or from our end.
You do.
It's Yoda's visual
You
guide.
do, you do.
Yeah.
We will print our own visual guide as well. Yeah. This is probably ours.
So this Yoda, but if you are printing this document for the scan copy from Yoda, if they checked here, then we do our own checking. Right? We just take it.
Yeah.
So why is our document different to theirs?
Because with a lot of our visual guides,
Key
we
number, yeah.
have,
All of the
you look up and we can only find the key number, we can't find the actual part number in there, so we end up using the key
number.
visual guide rather than the actual visual guide for the actual part.
We must have it because
So,
they produced it.
Quite often we.
Yeah, why we couldn't find this visual guide in our
Yeah, because if we are ordering under this part number,
Yes, yeah.
Pronto should have this part
Should
number.
have, yeah, but it is, and we've brought it to you a few times too, and we put it down in the register,
Yeah.
not every time, but just about every time. Like this is,
I find
missing this visual guide
You
number.
don't have the visual.
Yeah.
You don't have. We don't
Like a
have.
key number, you don't have we check a bond, have key number, whatever. Ready show you this key number, ready
Yeah,
show
that-
you
if you go to the
push that
key,
number.
is that
We go
because
checking, nothing.
We buy it in as
I
the
already
finished
told you
assembly,
before you say,
and
If
you're
Maybe
we,
we have
if
assembly
Uda
number.
has this visual guide, why can't
maybe
No,
we?
you
we
just
normally-
send it
It takes longer
No.
to trace it sometimes.
This visual guide
than
says
maybe
EU.
you just send it after come back to key. or have
Yeah,
number,
but if you
number.
go to the next, if you go to the next one,
and that actually has the visual
See,
guide
coming
number on
here.
there, and we will normally then go search that visual guide number as well.
And you won't be able to find.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could.
Visual guide.
We
Is
know
that-
of this issue. We still haven't got a solution to resolve this issue yet.
or is it?
Component, he's talking about component
But
issue.
in this case, Alex, Uda has our visual guide.
I know, because
What is the visual guide
So
number?
this is- this visual guide is 11251.
Yeah.
That is for the harness.
Or do we not have the note in Pronto to tell you where to find the visual guide?
Somehow.
Part unless there's
Now
another
what they're
drive that
saying
they're
is
not.
What's
the
this
visual
date?
guide, they're
Can see
not
the date?
finding the 11251 visual guide.
So,
What time?
because are we actually ordering that
Yeah,
part
yeah.
number?
30th of April.
What about another visual guide? Keeping another visual guide.
This is in July. this one is 30th of April.
Mm-hmm.
The other one is in July.
This one, maybe we already separate.
Anyway, make a
But
note.
the key number,
Yeah,
maybe
the-
not
what-
this one.
Make a note.
Yeah, maybe
I'll
not
see
this
you drive
one.
now.
Yeah.
My point is,
Different day, different.
you got to take those things that you really check.
Mm-hmm.
So, and also once you take that, and then we need to feedback to you, and hey, this is the thing that we want you to take to show that you have already checked it. You know.
If I were you, don't have visual guide, we don't have maybe choice another, not
Yeah.
this visual guide.
Yeah,
Into
that's a
the,
bit strange.
Yeah.
They have
Ball
updated some of them.
yeah,
Yes,
sometimes you
well,
update.
yes.
What
one
we do
package
is,
here.
we don't send it to UDA if we don't release it into the Q drive, visual
Yeah,
guide
yeah.
folder.
Yeah.
That's why it worrisome.
So yeah, sometimes when it was like this, I would come and see Pat and I don't know,
I know
he'll do something
sometimes,
and he'll fix
I
it.
know in sometimes
Yeah.
when the manufacturer visual guide tells you this vision number,
Mm.
it may not be created. You know,
Mm.
he would have given the number, but he hasn't started creating the visual guide.
Yeah, yeah,
There
yeah.
is so many.
Yeah.
It's about 250.
Yeah, 250 visual guide, he has given the number, he hasn't started.
Yes.
But in this case, we have sent visual guide
Yes,
to
yeah.
UDA. How come we don't have in the Q drive? That's what
Yeah.
my question was.
That's and sometimes when we got like this, I would actually come speak to him. And he'll just how he was, and then he would punch a few keys
I
on there, and
didn't
then
know
it'll
about this
be.
particular
and then it'll be
incident. I
fixed.
only understood that when you're telling, okay, he has given the number, there is no visual guide available.
So
Later we say, how to go.
it's possible that he's done something that they want, but yeah.
Well, let's look at this one and then maybe we'll get a bit further.
Mm.
That gets a little bit further ahead. Early next year, we start listing any that are different. Try and go back and fix them.
And once with the listing, maybe we can prioritize. You do have agreed to do the visual guide on behalf. So once they put the graphics in, we can actually check. But we just need to prioritize.
Yes, yeah.
Now, this one is the product deviation 683-1, which I saw that it also indicated
Yep.
over there. So it's got Singh's name on it, approved. So
That's why it's okay.
it's okay.
Yeah. Stock usually is.
Stock use, actually.
Stock is this.
Now this is our
Okay.
thing. Yeah. So we put a tick here, you put a tick here, and then you measure here and you measure here. Now this measurement here is different from Note 7. So Note 7 requires measurement of 3500 to 4600, but this is
So where does it where does it show note 7 on the drawing?
it's actually here, but you can't see. It's very small.
Yeah, but normally if you've got a note,
Yeah, that
you'll actually have a circle or
Then
something.
isn't it not 7 on the middle of the brush?
The Note 7 is on
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
but your critical dimension here is 5200 or 5200, which is longer than what is on this note.
But that will be matching up with the other critical note there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm assuming you see that you got the little critical dimensions there, and that's basically it.
So a little bit ambiguous in this sense. For me, it's very ambiguous.
So I'd be questioning how we do our drawing checks.
Yeah. This Note 7, this dimension is not on here.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we've gone through the SQR. I think and we have an understanding. We have some notes. So interpretation of drawings, we've gone through that just now, right? We have gone through review now, checking of records and the content on the SQR, and we also had a discussion of where we want to improve, which some of the notes that we've written. So the next part of this session is on
Alex, can I
the.
just quickly mention something? We were talking about Connect, about tester harnesses. And I just want to be sort of clarify the type of connector that are used. Sometimes we get tester harnesses in that just, they don't have a main connector and they only have pins on them.
Yeah.
problem with that is it doesn't check the outside shape of the mating connector. And we've been caught before where you can buy mating connectors that are left and right handed and they have little different keyways and things. And they'll fit and test on the harness, but when you try and fit them in the car, they don't. So one of the things to look out for is if it doesn't have a mating connector that has the outside profile, you really need to get the test the harness fixed.
They actually using that in the new one, in the HAR, the new product for the Dodge. You have 3.
Right?
Yeah, round. We have we don't have we have the both female connector that we just have to clean.
That needs to be fixed.
Oh,
You need to
3.
get the
And
mating-
all I always stuck with the throw because every time I test it, it's loosened up, so it's open.
Yeah, so
because it's loosened up.
is it one that we've made here or
I think so.
we need to get engineering over it?
So
So
Follow that one up.
maybe I suggest that in the section on the tested harness, maybe make a row of the mating connector there. Right? Yeah. So it's-
Just want to be clear on that one. Just to make sure that-
yeah.
Most of them we find with the ones that we have with the thing, when we actually set up the file, we do match them up and try and make sure they are like plugging the same way sort of thing, and they look like the same, but they're not the
So-
same.
Yeah, it doesn't
It doesn't actually
guarantee that it fits into the mating part.
I would like us to also you've got the tester harness register, isn't it? Maybe make a column there. If there is no mating connector, make a star or whatever. Then when we want to sort next time, we can sort. Those that do not have the mating connector, we still want that to be fixed for any new projects, right? Reason being is when we have launched and the time is very tight, sometimes the mating connector has got very long lead time. If batch came in for launch, which is fine, but we still want that tester harness to be fixed with the mating connector, especially for the.
The best that is the time we need to do it because sometimes there's no mating connector available. But then we need to be, through the project, asking our customer to supply whatever it fits onto so we can cut it up and make it.
Yeah. I think I will put an additional column in the tester register. So moving forward, when you find missing mating connector in any one of them, you just put a tick to say yes, missing. Then we can next time sort and then go back to the engineer. These harnesses, these testers, missing mating connector.
So all this improvement and feedback from Rob's notes and your notes, we want to capture that as an improvement action. The next part will be the competency test, knowledge of what you've learned. Now, part of this competency is the weightage is completion of sub SQRs. I would like to see one that is really completed, which with a lot of take on it. Submit as 50%. Written assessment is another 50%. Now, in terms of the written assessment, I've got the documents here, the questionnaires. So I'll fan it up to. So these are the questions, 1 to 10. Very easy questions. So, and I'll send to you right now, and that's it for this. So you fill that up right now on this, answer the questions, and for the SQR, just send me an SQR that is complete, or send me the link, then and the passing marks is 70%.
I should call in sick.
Do we need to write a name?
Yes, please.
Just put my name.
Pass your insertions.
You can ask me the meaning of the questions if the questions are not clear.
So We are still
for
under
QA
record.
to QE.
Yeah.
Oh my,
What
oh my.
improvement is that?
This one, number 6, we want, yeah? How do you use the QC?
Just put it in your context, like meeting connector for all testers. Meeting connectors for all testers.
Or sometimes not this step.
Tool for full test. Finger.
You be okay.
This is test.
Two. Team with the door.
What's number 3? What are the passages face in the terms of interpreting viewing?
Why that which?
What
you say which
assistance do
that?
you need from QA to E?
Sometimes we wish to
Which doesn't know, sometimes which cannot update.
Interpreting
Which
drawing.
one they not
not available.
Yeah,
Interpreting
nothing.
reading the circuit.
Passages face in interpreting viewing.
Was drawing notes clear all the time? Notes.
Sometimes there's like that
Yeah.
there, sometimes it's a bit.
Sometimes drawing hard to read
Insurance.
because of the small notes.
How to read the
More
Quran?
difficult, yeah. More difficult to read. Yeah.
If the questions are not clear, you can ask.
That's what assistance we need.
What assistant do you need from QA and QE? How would I answer that? You guys should tell us, like, can we leave
What
it as
assistant
What assistance can you offer?
for QA?
a question? I can.